After that child situation, him getting off guilty, me seeing that woman walk out crying, if it ain't the time to go natural now. We shouldn't be in that beauty supply store. Go natural now. Wear the fro now. Take the wig off now. Man, stop going to them faux shops.
I keep telling y'all, if you do not retaliate, they're going to keep doing it. Y'all make me want to grab y'all and just shake y'all. Like, you have to do something about them doing shit. That was a damn child.
We not with no Asian stores, no nail techs, no motherfucking restaurants, none of that shit.
Don't walk your in none of them Chinese restaurants, 99-cent stores, any of them Asian businesses for the rest of the month.
You need to stay out of their nail salons. You need to stay out of their beauty supply stores. You need to stay out of their gas stations, their corner stores. We need to have a backbone.
Hello everyone. Hope you are fine wherever you are. Welcome back to the channel once again. So today we woke up to this boycott called by the black community against these Asian businesses. They are all over the internet calling for this boycott. Where are they coming from? So let's watch this compilation until the end and I'll be back with a little discussion. Remember, all credit goes to the original creators of these videos.
His name was Cyrus Carmack Belton. He was 14 years old. And last night, a jury in Richland County, South Carolina, found the man who shot him in the back not guilty of murder. And I want to talk about it. On May 28, 2023, Cyrus walked into a Shell gas station on Park Lane Road in Columbia. He picked up 4 bottles of water, then he put them back. He didn't steal anything, the surveillance showed it. The man who owned the store accused him of stealing anyway, and Cyrus ran. The owner and his adult son chased that boy out of the store, more than 130 yards down the street. Then the owner shot him in the back. Cyrus was just 14 years old. He bled out on the pavement outside the gas station. The trial took 5 days and the jury deliberated for 8 hours. They asked the judge to clarify the legal instruction multiple times during the deliberation. One of the prosecutors told them during the closing arguments, "This is what malice looks like. A shot to the back tells the story better than any witness ever could." Then the jury came back not guilty. I don't have anything clever to say about that. A child is dead. He was just 14 years old. He didn't steal anything. He shot him in the back during a 130-yard chase. And a jury looked at all the evidence and decided that nothing about that warranted a murder conviction. Cyrus's father, Troy Belton, sat in the courtroom and listened to the verdict be read. The family's attorney, Todd Rutherford, spoke outside the courtroom with Troy standing next to him. Troy didn't address the cameras. Rutherford said the anger is palpable tonight. You can feel it. You can touch it. He asked the people watching to let anger live in words, in conversations, in what we say and what we write, not in anything else. See, I don't want to use Cyrus as a symbol. He's not a teaching moment. He was a child, okay? He had a father in that courtroom yesterday. He had a cousin who said she stayed silent for 3 years carrying his death. He had people who loved him. He has people who love him. A 14-year-old black boy was shot in the back over water that he did not take. There was video of him not taking it. The jury saw the video and they still acquitted that man anyway. If you're black and you're watching this, I know. Me too. There's nothing we can say to make this land any softer. The sad truth is that we've seen this before, and we'll probably see it again. If you're not black and watching this, what happened to Cyrus is what we're talking about when we say what we say about this country and what it does to black children. This is the receipt. Not a hypothetical, not a historical example. A 14-year-old boy. Gone forever. Cyrus's family is going to continue pursuing a civil case, as they should. The criminal trial is over. So I just want to close with saying rest in peace, Cyrus Carmack Belton. You were just 14 years old. Your name is the only thing I have for you tonight. So I'm going to keep saying it, and I hope the people watching this will too.
Protesters outraged about the Rick Chow murder trial not guilty verdict, letting their signs and voices
Justice for Cyrus
be seen and heard. For many, this case has been personal from the very beginning.
We've been involved in the situation from the very beginning, from the day that Cyrus was murdered.
Jerome Bowers, a part of the many protesters who say they believe the verdict represents a failure of the justice system.
We're going to stand in the gap for children who are losing their lives unjustly.
The shock and emotions flooding in after the verdict Monday as the cries of Carmack Belton's family filled the courtroom. Rick Chow's wife also getting emotional as they took the handcuffs off her husband. Meanwhile, a call for change now filling the streets. A memorial for Carmack Belton placed where he was shot, 130 yards from the gas station, now surrounded by flowers and water bottles. Chow and his son suspected Carmack Belton stole a water bottle from their store in 2023, which turned out to be false. So today, instead of a sign, Michelle Fletcher was holding a bottle of water up in the air.
This is what they valued his body at and chasing him for because they thought that he had a bottle of water. And I just feel like his value is so much more than this.
As this protest has grown, so have RCSD deputies patrolling the gas station. They now have gates up to block off the area. An RCSD spokesperson says the new gas station owner decided to close down after yesterday's verdict until further notice.
Now, we spoke with the current owners of that gas station, and they're making it clear that they are not connected to Chow and have owned the property since November of 2023.
They sent a statement reading in part, quote, "We have never had and do not have any relationship, association, or ties whatsoever with the Chow family. We are completely new owners of this property and were not involved in any events that may have occurred prior to our ownership," end quote. You can read the full statement on our website right now at WISTV.com.
I'm going to say what a lot of y'all don't want to hear. If you're going to be online outraged that that man murdered that little boy, because yes, 14 years old is a little boy, that's a child, that's not a young black man. I don't care what anybody says. You need to stay out of their nail salons. You need to stay out of their beauty supply stores. You need to stay out of their gas stations, their corner stores. We need to have a backbone. As a collective, the black community is spineless as fuck. I don't care. I will say it. We haven't efficiently boycotted shit since the Montgomery bus boycotts. I can't think of a time that the black community has actually realized the power of the black dollar, withheld it, and made a change from boycotting. Y'all be talking about Target, but Target, you put a little dent in their sales. They're still up, functioning, running, not shutting down stores, doing what they want to do. Haven't made any real change because y'all can't stay out of fucking Target. We keep giving money to these people, these corporations, these entities that keep playing in our faces, that are racist and don't give a fuck about black people, and I don't understand it. Realize the power of the black dollar. Stop giving these people our money or shut the fuck up.
You're not gonna like my opinion. My opinion as a mother to a Blasian child is, yeah, I agree with that. I agree with black people wanting to boycott every single Asian business until our community can get our share. Because as a mother to a Blasian child, I do not want my child gunned down simply because he is black. The fear. And even if I didn't have a black child, that would still be my opinion. Because after 35 years, you think our community would have learned our lesson on what happened to Latasha Harlins. You think that we would have found a way to be in community with black people. But instead, our community, consistently puts profit over people to the point where a bottle of water that is not even worth $1, a bottle of water that Cyrus did not even take, was the reason for his life being stolen from him. So yeah, fuck all those Asian businesses. Fuck all of them until our community can get their fuck shit together.
Black children don't get to be innocent. America has shown us time and time again that they will put a child's blackness before anything when deciding whether or not that child gets to live or die. We've seen that in the stories of Emmett Till, George Stinney, Tamir Rice, Michael Brown. On March 16, 1991, in Los Angeles, California, 15-year-old Latasha Harlins walks into a convenience store, and from the moment she walks in, she's racially profiled. The store owner accuses Latasha of stealing a $1.79 bottle of orange juice. Latasha says, no, she's not. I'm going to pay for it. The store owner then grabs Latasha, grabs her backpack, and when Latasha tries to walk away, the store owner shoots her in the back of the head, killing her instantly. $1.79 is all Latasha's life was worth. And even worse, the store owner gets 5 years probation, no jail time. That sounds real familiar to the story of Cyrus Carmack Belton, a 14-year-old black boy who was accused by a gas station owner in Columbia, South Carolina, of stealing a water bottle. Cyrus didn't steal the water bottle. He ran away, and the gas station owner still shot him in the back. And that murderer was just found not guilty. When you're a black child in America, you better grow up quick, because you don't get to be innocent.
You're a fucking idiot and an embarrassment to the Asian community for spewing this bullshit. People like you who side with injustice and anti-blackness should be ashamed of yourselves. If you're going to speak on this case, at least speak facts instead of talking out of your ass. As the footage shows, Cyrus took 4 water bottles, changed his mind, and put them back in the fridge. There was no theft. Not only that, but as Cyrus was being chased by those 2 scumbags, multiple items fell from his possession, including his gun. He had no weapon when he was shot, and at no point did he pull a gun on anyone. There was no robbery. There was no assault. Those are the facts. And for the people asking, why does a 14-year-old need a gun? The answer is right in front of you. Because a 14-year-old was shot dead in the streets, despite doing absolutely nothing wrong. He never got the chance to go home. The system continues to fail black people, but especially black children. There is no denying that. When we have case after case showcasing us that. Cyrus Carmack Belton, Latasha Harlins, Trayvon Martin, and countless others. Yes, some of you Asian sellouts would rather bend over backwards, making excuses than confront the reality in front of you. Same people who are quick to say stop Asian hate, or ask what about when black people do this to us, suddenly have every excuse in the world when a black child is the victim. Black people are constantly treated as suspects, criminals, and villains, even when they're the ones who have been harmed. I am disgusted and embarrassed by every single person trying to justify this. 14-year-old should have never lost his life over 4 water bottles worth $1. He deserved to go home. He deserved to grow up. He deserved justice. Not to mention, this was the 3rd time Rick Chow fired his gun during confrontation. And y'all really want us to believe that piece of shit was innocent? Rick Chow is guilty. Justice was not served. 14-year-old child is dead. And people are still trying to make excuses for it. The black community has every right to be angry. Quite frankly, the Asian community needs to stop dodging conversations about anti-blackness whenever they become uncomfortable. We cannot demand solidarity from the black community while refusing to hold our community accountable when harm is done. If it weren't for the black community advocating for civil rights and helping pave the way for many of us, for protections and opportunities we benefit from today, Asian Americans would not be where we are. It is only right we use our voices to speak up, stand up against injustice, and hold our own communities accountable when harm is being done. That's what solidarity looks like. There's nothing you can ever say to justify a child losing his life over bottles of water that he didn't even steal. This is unacceptable, and I will continue calling it out every single time. Rest in power, Cyrus Carmack Belton. Justice for Cyrus Carmack Belton and his family.
When it comes to Ricky Chow and his family getting theirs, I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear about no solidarity, no black and brown coalitions. I don't want to hear about no Martin Luther King marches, no oppressed peoples. No, we on the same team. We was on the same team during the civil rights movement, helped y'all get over here, and then y'all became the heads of ICE. Same team during Vietnam, didn't go to fight y'all, didn't have no beef then. Y'all came over here, brought over all kinds of nicknames for us like we was the ones that brought Agent Orange over there. We was on the same team when y'all ripped everything in K-pop, whether it's the sound, the dancing, the styles, the vernacular. And then y'all looked us in the face and figured out 1,000 ways to try to get away with saying the N-word. So yes, I already know how they did his story. And I don't care. I told you my concern is my people. I said I wanted to do what would help us out the most. What I did not say is that I'm finna walk in love and turn the other cheek. I don't believe in white Jesus. We don't even play those games around here. So if the universe and anyone else who wants to does something to Ricky Chow and his folks, you not finna get no complaints from me. You're also not about to get too many words of apologies or condolences. You not about to get none of that. Y'all want solidarity? Go talk to y'all cousins. Go talk to y'all families about why they got more smoke for us than the dudes with the blonde hair and blue eyes who dragged their moms out of a hut and violated them. Same dude that some of y'all jump out the window to defend. Grown man, by the way. Don't believe me? Watch this. This ain't got nothing to do with hate. It got everything to do with right and wrong.
I don't know why y'all taking this shit as a joke. I'm so serious, blacks. We not fuck with no Asian stores, no nail techs, no motherfucking restaurants, none of that shit. I'm not playing. If I catch any of y'all in there, I ain't saying I'm gonna beat y'all, so I'm gonna let y'all know y'all wrong. I'm just gonna come up there and I'm gonna look at y'all and I'm gonna say y'all wrong, bro. Bro, talk. OMG, I'm finna go look right now and make sure ain't none of y'all ass in here, bro. I'm not playing. I'm finna make sure ain't no blacks in this motherfucker. I ain't playing. How you doing today? Excuse me. How you doing today, sister? How you doing today, sister? How you doing today? How you doing today? Y'all get y'all nails done today? Huh? Yep. Hey, make this y'all last time here. They don't get our money no more. Y'all see what that Asian dude did to that black boy? Y'all seen that? Shot him dead in his back. He didn't do nothing wrong. Nothing. The boy ain't had no water bottles on him. He ain't steal nothing. Ran him down and shot him dead in his back. They don't get our money no more, man. We got blacks, we got Hispanics, all of them that do nails. I'm Amazing Glaze Barbershop. I know plenty of nail techs that'll get y'all right. Black nail techs. Don't come here no more. For your people. Do that for your people. Don't come here no more. Nail shop? Yeah. Hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. Not our people. Not our people. Not our people. They don't get our money no more, bro. Y'all see what that Asian dude did to that black boy?
No.
You ain't see that shit in North Carolina?
No.
Man, that black boy went in that store, man. You seen that? Man, that black boy went in that store, man. A young black boy, 14, went in there for some water. They told him put his backpack down, right? He put his backpack down. He showed him he ain't steal nothing, none of that. The boy walked out the store. The Asian man and his son got their gun, ran him down over 158 feet. The little boy screaming, the boy fell. Shot him in his back and killed him. It's on camera, the boy ain't had nothing. And they let him free. They found him not guilty.
Look that up, baby.
They found him not guilty. On my mama, I just went in there and told them this their last time going in there. Real talk, please. Hey, listen. You want to get your nails and all that done? You go to go over there, Phoenix Salon. It's around the corner from here. It's plenty, Phoenix Salon. It's plenty of nail techs in there. Hair, all that up in there. They all Hispanic or black. You know what I'm saying? Phoenix Salon is right down the street, around the corner. Right there by next door to Salvation Army. What's that? Salvation Army down there? Goodwill. Next door to the Goodwill. Right on Mineral Point, right up here.
Don't walk us in none of them Chinese restaurants, 99-cent stores, any of them Asian businesses for the rest of the month. If the legal system allows that Asian man to racially profile a 15-year-old little boy and chase his ass a football and a half field long and shoot him in the back and allow him to get off with it, y'all stop investing in them businesses over there. Them businesses is in your hood. And you gonna walk over there to the Chinese food restaurant and go get you some Chinese food. How about y'all look up how to make that Chinese food at your motherfucking house and make your own Chinese food? Why are you running over there to that restaurant for convenience? So inconvenience yourself by learning how to make your own Chinese food and stay up out of their establishments for a little bit. Because the only thing that seems to not be racist is the color green. So start messing with the green. Start messing with their economy. But not stepping into their establishments for a little bit. Love and appreciate y'all. Keep your ass out there motherfucking establishments for a little bit. Peace.
Here in America in 2026, Black Americans are going through a very weird time in America, okay? We have the YT people who have had a history of suppressing, deleting, and basically just making sure that Black Americans never are equal or have the opportunities that they have. In 2026, now we have immigrants who have not been in this country longer than Black Americans, right? Multiple groups, but they all seem to hate Black Americans. It's very weird because Black Americans have had no power to disrespect, demise, demoralize any country in American existence. But yet, Black Americans are the enemy of so many different groups of people, including the Asians that are here in America right now. I just want to remind them, or not even remind, I want the Asians who see this to think about, what have Black people done to your people? I'll give you the answer, absolutely nothing, right? And I want to remind you guys that World War II, the US firebombed numerous cities of yours, right? They dropped 2 atomic bombs on your ancestors. Black Americans had zero control over that, but yet you guys are here in America today in 2026 and you don't like us. Weird. Okay, we'll just leave that there. Okay, North Korea, Korean War, massive US-led bombing campaigns. Yes, millions of Korean civilian casualties occurred during that war. Vietnam, right? 1955 to 1975, extensive bombing campaigns, use of Agent Orange and other things to get whatever they needed done over there. But Black people, no. But yet in 2026, it seems as the entire Asian community has a strong dislike for a group of people who never did shit to them. It's very weird to me. Asians, please answer in the comments, okay? Did Black Americans, okay, sign the check or check off the box when it was time to fucking nuke you guys in Japan? No, it wasn't us. But yet, you guys today hate us, but you love the people who bombed you. It's very weird. Very weird. Okay, so these are questions that you don't need to answer me. Answer these questions yourself, Asians. Okay, Asian American, whatever, right? What have Black people done to you to make y'all dislike us so much?
If you are a Black person and you are not boycotting Asian-owned businesses, I don't want you around me. I don't want you in my community. You aren't a part of what I'm trying to do, and I need you to exit stage left very quickly. Understand, and I don't even do the social media shit no more because I'm over it. I'm over all the racism. I'm over all the comments. I'm over all of this, that, and the third. But this verdict, this Mr. Chow and Cyrus verdict, at this point, if we are not all standing on business, if we are not all walking in the same footsteps, going by the same codes, we can dead this shit. At this point, stop shopping at any businesses that are not ours. They don't care about us, but we keep giving them our money. We keep lining our pockets. Meanwhile, we don't even like each other. Oh, Black-owned businesses are this, that, and the third, da-da-da. It doesn't fucking matter at this point. It doesn't matter. And all that bullshit that y'all spewing about how Black men hate Black women and da-da-da, that shit don't matter right now. A man just got away with murdering a 14, 15-year-old child for doing nothing. He didn't even steal anything. If we are not walking on the same code, get the fuck out of the community. If you walk your Black ass in an Asian-owned business and you spend your Black ass money at an Asian-owned business, get the fuck out of the community. Period, point blank. There is no conversation to be had. There is no discussion. And if you feel like you need to discuss it, you're the motherfucking problem. Understand, we don't have no allies. They out here playing target practice with us because they think we stealing. And motherfuckers think it's okay to do that. If you step your Black ass in an Asian-owned business, get the fuck out of the community. Point blank, period. Right now, if we are not walking in the same footsteps, we are not together. This shit, I don't know what it's gonna take for our community to understand that we might not like each other at times. We need each other. We should be pooling our money in our community. They shouldn't get to walk away with our lives and no guilty verdict. If you step your black ass in an Asian-owned business, get the fuck out of the community. Period, point blank.
Had Cyrus been white, Chow would have been found guilty. That baby, that child is no longer living because the model minority myth got y'all fucked up. And yes, I said child because Cyrus was a child. Just like Latasha Harlins was a child, Emmett Till was a child, Tamir Rice was a child. See, the model minority myth was created by white supremacy specifically to weaponize Asian Americans against black Americans. It has worked in some communities with devastating efficiency. See, it was created in the 1960s not as a compliment but as a political argument. Why can't you be more like them? And what it did was it erased the Japanese internment camps. It erased Chinese exclusion. It handed certain Asian Americans proximity to whiteness as long as they participated in anti-black ideology and put it into practice. Soon Ja-Du did not shoot Latasha Harlins in a vacuum, just as Rick Chow did not shoot Cyrus Belton in a vacuum. They shot those babies, those children, inside a system that told them that black people steal, that black children are threats, and that their store, their property that cost $1 or $1.79 matters more than the life of that black individual, child or not. And the courts continue to re-implement and confirm every one of those messages with these type of sentences. Not guilty, yeah, and we know exactly why.
After that child situation, him getting off guilty, me seeing that woman walk out crying, if it ain't the time to go natural now. We shouldn't be in that beauty supply store. Go natural now. Wear the fro now. Take the wig off now. Man, stop going to them faux shops. For real. Fuck the bubble tea. Real shit. We can boycott all that other shit. Target, all that other shit. We gotta boycott the other junk. If we saw that black woman crying, we gonna stand up. What's up with it? What's up with it, bro? For real. Fuck a sushi spot. We shouldn't be eating no sushi. No nothing. No nothing. No Temu, no dupes, no none of that. For real, no none of that. If we can do that same thing to Target, we can do the same thing to them, for real. For real, it happen all the time. This keeps on happening. And we gotta do something. What else do they be doing? What else they on? So we can boycott.
See, I had already started doing it, but it's time, black folk. It's time. We know for a fact that this particular group of people would probably have to pack their bags and go back to their goddamn house if we didn't shop with them. Let's go and do it. I had already started doing it a few years ago. I'm gonna be honest. Once I moved out toward the West Coast and actually met them, I said, shit, I got a chance to make money off of them because of my license and my profession. But I ain't giving them shit else. I think we need to start doing it.
Welcome back. So as you have seen in these videos, you find that in the United States, someone was killed. A 14-year-old boy was killed because it was alleged that he stole a bottle of water from a store. A 14-year-old is just a kid, someone's child who maybe was on his own, taking his time to see things around, to experience new things and have that experience. But in that process, the child loses his life in an awkward manner. CCTV cameras shows the boy taking 4 bottles of water, but later returned them. The matter was later taken to court. The father took it to court for him and the family to get justice. He used the best and constitutional way to get justice. The man never used force to revenge for the boy, but he went ahead and followed the law to get justice. But when you look at the owner of that shop, you see a very different kind of person who, instead of using the right procedure. He took a shortcut and went ahead and used his own mind and killed the boy. Maybe the man never saw any meaning of seeking justice through law. Or is it racism? Maybe he knows black lives never matter in any way. Or maybe he never had that time to do that. So if you look at this in other way, you might see something in it. Blacks have been all over crying for equal rights. They have been all over fighting for justice. But these trends just continue as usual. The other day we heard of the death of other 3 children who were murdered instead of being taken to court to seek justice. Boycotting these products and shops is a very polite way of expressing their feelings, because no violence is needed to be, but the target no violence is needed, but the targeted community feels the pain and they realize nobody can live without another. You get that all these children were of black origin, and when you get that racism has reached a place where the target now has changed from adults to children. Children are the target. Just know that it has reached a bad point. Yes, we have crossed the red line. You know, children means the future, and killing children means killing the future generation. So a bottle of water is something that doesn't mean a lot compared with someone's life. But when you get someone taking somebody's life because of a very small thing as a bottle of water, what comes to your mind? Maybe life is worthless, or are these blacks don't belong to or deserve to be in the US? Or is it that they did something so bad to you to seek revenge through such a heinous act? You get justice systems. Go ahead and say that the man didn't do anything against the law. This shows you how justice system in the US supports such acts and racism. It shows how some races can get justice more than others. My opinion is the blacks have a right to be heard. They have a right to live in that country. They have rights to move from one point to another in that country without fear of their color. We should live in peace. We are all humans. Nobody chose to be born from one race. Let's be our brother's keeper. Let's live in harmony, because everybody in one way or the other needs another. Let love prevail. So, brothers and sisters, I appreciate your time, and consider subscribing. Also share, like, and don't forget to leave a comment for me to know your thoughts. See you on my next episode.